These are 3 reasons you keep choosing the wrong women. And ladies, these same principles can apply to you in choosing the wrong men. So let's first start by addressing the obvious. That the partner you choose is the most influential person in your life. And when you're a successful guy or woman, that person can have an even bigger impact on you. And making the right decision is even more important. And when you're consistently showing up in your life and you know that you have a lot to offer, you know you're an amazing man or woman, you know you're a great partner, but you keep choosing the wrong women, it can be hard to understand why. And it can be easy to scroll through social media and find all of these reasons that are really disempowering as to why. Reasons that tell you it's because our dating world is broken or because women or men don't know how to show up anymore. And this just isn't the truth. My clients find love all the time. Every single day they are meeting amazing people. And it's because they've understood or learned to understand how to attract the right person into their life and to be discerning and to be able to choose the right person. Because when you're an amazing man, when you are a successful man, you're going to attract a lot of different types of women to you. And when you've been doing work on yourself, when you're introspective, this is only going to widen the pool of women that will come into your life. And so it's up to you to make the right decision, to choose the woman who's going to enhance your life, who's going to bring more peace and stability, who's going to allow you to flourish. Actually, really interesting thing that I learned just a few weeks ago at an event is the people closest to us actually affect our microbiome in our gut, which affects so many parts of who we are and our health in our bodies. And so even looking at the cellular level, how much this person is going to have an impact on you. If you keep choosing the wrong women, it's really important that you understand why so you can change it. So great to see so many of you coming in here today. Hi. So these 3 reasons are likely not what you expect. So make sure you stay if you can to listen to all of them or come back and re-watch the recording. And I have a really special announcement at the end of this. So you guys know I have something big coming. All right. So let's get into it. The 3 reasons you keep choosing the wrong women. Number 1 is that you are subconsciously attracted to instability. And I know a lot of you are going, no, I want peace. I have enough stress in my life. I have enough going on. I want a woman who's coming into my life, who's nurturing, who's sweet, who brings me peace. But yet for some reason, you keep attracting women that it feels really stressful to be with. Your relationships keep feeling more chaotic than peaceful. Even if it's subtle, right? You tend to feel like you're losing yourself every time you're in a relationship. It's because on a subconscious level, that instability is what you're familiar with. And what we're familiar with is what we're going to gravitate toward. And this is also what can create what I call the dopamine dating cycle. So the dopamine dating cycle is when we start to create a reward system about the anticipation of finding the right person and being in partnership. But when we actually start to get close to somebody and we're not in that cycle anymore, it feels uneasy. And we start looking for ways in order to create that instability. And we do this in ways that you're not conscious of. So it can be starting to distance yourself in ways that you know are going to create instability in the partnership, and she's going to try to get closer to you. And then you feel uncomfortable about the dynamic because you're worried about losing your freedom. Or you start to try to get closer to her and push the dating process forward even quicker. And this is also going to create distance between the two of you because she starts to feel the instability. So it's really important to recognize that you can consciously desire peace and stability, but if you keep getting into relationships that feel like push-pull, that feel a little bit like a roller coaster, it's because on a subconscious level, the instability is what you're familiar with. And the second reason why you keep choosing the wrong women is because you're confusing being discerning with being avoidant. Now, you guys know that there is no settling allowed in my world here. That is not what we're all about. I believe that you can get everything you desire in love. I believe you can have your dream partner. I believe you can have the most amazing, expansive partnership that you desire. But there is a big difference between feeling like you're settling and lowering your standards and being avoidant out of a fear of losing yourself, out of a fear of losing your freedom. Because when you're a successful guy, you're wired a certain way, right? You are wired to want to continue to go after your goals, to dream even bigger, to not be held back. And so it's really common for high-performing men to have that fear of losing their freedom. But it's really important for you to recognize that with the right woman, you can actually create more. And when you are being avoidant instead of being discerning, you end up pushing away women who could be potential amazing partners for you, who could be your dream woman, because you are focusing on little pieces about her that you keep ruminating on in your head that feel like flaws, or that bring something up in you that make you feel uncomfortable or just less attracted to her, but that have nothing to do with her ability to be a good partner to you. And this can be a really frustrating cycle to be in, because it feels like every time you meet a woman who's amazing on paper, who could be the one, women that you actually have chemistry with from the get-go, all of a sudden you don't feel close to. All of a sudden you feel really uncomfortable getting closer to. And this is how you know that it's avoidance versus discernment, right? When you're being discerning, you're looking at, can this woman or person, man, right, be a good partner to me? When you're going into avoidance, it's, what do I need to protect myself from with this person? And the third reason you keep choosing the wrong women is because you're not leading from your healthy masculine energy. So if you are new here and you are not familiar with the masculine and feminine energy, I talk a lot about them because it is what creates polarity in the dating process. It's what creates harmony between a man and a woman dating each other. It creates that fun attraction between the two of you. It's what allows you to actually build each other up and be even better in partnership than you are on your own. And when you are not fully integrated into your healthy masculine energy during the dating process, you're not going to be choosing a woman from an intentional place. So this can show up in a couple of ways. The first is that you lack any boundaries internally and externally, right? So internally, what you allow yourself to feel, think, etc. Externally, what you allow yourself to do and experience. And so you start coming on really strong. You start speeding up the dating process, and you end up in a relationship with a woman that you realize you had a lot of chemistry with, but you don't actually know much about. And it seems like she almost becomes different when you're in the partnership because you weren't intentional about getting to know her to make sure that she's the right person for you. The second way this can show up is when you aren't leading from your healthy masculine energy, a woman will step in and start leading. And this might feel really flattering at first. It might feel a little like a sense of like you're alleviated, because you don't have to worry about a feeling of rejection or a fear of rejection. You don't have to worry about doing something wrong. She seems easy to please because it seems like you'll always know what she wants because she's telling you. But what happens is if you don't step into your leadership energy, you end up in a relationship that you don't know if you even chose. And so then you're constantly backtracking, wondering, was this actually the woman for me? Did I actually choose this relationship, or am I just here now? And then the sense of responsibility and the fear of hurting her and the fear of, okay, how do I get out of this? Or should I get out of this? Or is this the right or wrong decisions come up? Because you didn't take ownership from the get-go around being the leader in the dating process. And when you have core masculine energy, it feels really disempowering to not feel like you're in the driver's seat, especially when you're a high performer, right? Very different from control, right? We're not talking about control. We're talking about leadership. We're talking about decisiveness, about being intentional and choosing somebody because you already knew the steps of how to get what it is that you desire, how to get the woman that you want, and how to discern if she is that right person. And ladies, of course, the opposite of this would be that you're not integrated into your feminine energy. So you're not allowing yourself to receive a man's pursuit. Or you're taking over and you're trying to lead. And you're ending up with a man then who doesn't show up for you. So guys, if you keep ending up with the wrong woman, it's not because you're not deserving of her. It's not because you aren't a perfect match for her. You are successful. You're introspective. You are fun. You are compassionate. You have a lot going for you. And it's so important for you to be with the right person so you can continue to be that version of yourself, so that you can continue to live out your dreams, to build the life that you desire, and have a partner who supports that and who you can share it with. And you guys know that I don't believe in games or tactics. They don't work on the type of partner that you're looking for. They're going to create more of that insecurity, more of that doubt. But you're also doing some things that are not working for you either. You're working on your fitness and your personal development without any dating conditioning. You're hoping that the right woman is going to come into your life and change all of your dating patterns that you've had for decades, lifetimes. You're thinking that you're going to meet the woman and then work on all the things and make sure that you show up correctly. You're displacing the sense of ownership onto other parts of your life. And quite frankly, these strategies are wasting your time, your resources, and your energy, and those are so precious. You are a world changer. You are an impactful person. We need those resources to be used for you to go out and do the things that you love doing. Change the lives that you've been changing. Not trying to fix your dating life in ways that don't work. You are trying to treat the symptoms of your dating problems instead of actually getting to the root cause. And this is why in my programs we start at the subconscious level, whether we're looking at how to build polarity, how to communicate effectively, how to build a lasting partnership, how to attract the right person into your life, how to choose the right person. It all starts at the subconscious level, and then we can work out. This is when you're able to effortlessly show up in the dating process. This is when you hear those stories of someone who had no luck in love and then all of a sudden has this amazing person on their arm. It's because they rewired their dating programming at the subconscious level. They removed their subconscious dating blocks that were creating the indecisiveness, that were creating the lack of leadership, that were creating the passivity or the fears, those insecurities that come up in dating that don't seem to come up anywhere else in your life. But when you finally meet someone you're into, or when you're getting into a relationship, all of a sudden they come up. That subconscious work is how we tweak it. And I know that as a successful guy or being a successful guy doesn't make attracting your dream woman, and more importantly, keeping her, really that much easier. You're just faced with different obstacles. You're faced with the indecisiveness around choosing the right person because you have a lot to lose. You're faced with understanding how to balance your mission, your work with your love life, how to communicate your needs for space, for time, for bungee jumping, whatever it is. I don't know where that came from. So it's really important that when you are looking at your love life, we're not just looking at it with a blanketed approach. We're looking at it specifically for what you need as a high-performing man, as a successful man who wants a fulfilling relationship. You don't need to be dating for sport. You don't want to be dating for sport. You don't have the time or the energy to do that. You have plenty of other activities in your life, and you just want that woman you can share it with. And that's why I am so excited for my big announcement. I'm like, drum roll, please. I am about to open up enrollment for the Empowered Masculine. So this is my most high proximity cohort for successful, driven men to attract your dream woman. And I am telling you about this now versus when it's going to open publicly in the next few weeks, because I want to give you the opportunity to get on the wait list. Because when you're on the wait list, you're going to get access to a private pre-sale that I'm not going to be sharing publicly. And the bonuses and the discount in this private pre-sale are off the charts. I honestly can't even believe I'm offering all of them. But here we are, because I know that when you are an extraordinary man, right? When you are not average, you are not looking for the average woman, and you're not looking for the average partnership. So you need an extraordinary program to match that. And in this 12-week program, you're not only going to get access to my most powerful dating and attraction frameworks, you are going to have my eyes on your love life every single week. So we're going to be able to go in and specifically look at your personal dating blocks and be able to rewire them so that way you can show up and attract the right woman into your life. And so I'm so excited. So there's a couple of ways that you can get on the wait list right now. The most foolproof way is when I end this live, just comment the word waitlist underneath the video. You can also DM me, or you can put it right now, but I'm not sure it'll actually send it to you. So I would just wait until we're off the live. So you guys, I am so excited about this program. It is the most transformative program you can get, and it's really going to transform the way you show up, because we're going to have enough time and enough one-on-one back and forth in order for me to look at how are you attracting women into your life? How are you choosing? How are you leading the dating process? How are you communicating? How are you escalating into a relationship or deciding if you even want a relationship? Right? How are you creating from start all the way to relationship? How are you creating the partnership that you truly want and deserve? So when I'm off the live right now, comment the word waitlist to get on the list and get the amazing pre-sale bonuses. I'm talking $1,500 off, okay? I'm talking free entrance into my next and first live co-ed program. Okay, so this is really exciting because you're not only going to be learning about building polarity with high value women, you're going to have them in the room with you to hear their perspectives. And you're also getting first entry because this is an intimate group, so there will be limited spots. So you're getting first access to those. All right, I'm heading out, but make sure after I hang up, because I see some wait lists already coming in now, so make sure after I end the live that you comment wait list. I can't wait to see you guys in the Empowered Masculine.